So we're back with part 2 of the build update, and this tiny little M8 has got its decals on, as you can see, and a nice flat coat. I used MRP matte varnish. Let's just have a look at the number. I think it's MRP 217 there. Again, it went on surprisingly flat. Decals were fun and games to set. Again, I had a slight mishap with one of them, but weathering will camouflage it. I painted up the cable. I shall fit this in a moment. I won't fit it on screen because it's a bit tricky. Yeah. There'll be swear words. See you in a bit. Back in a bit. Right. I'm back after fitting the cable. It was somewhat a challenge to fit. Due to the link eyes at the back not wanting to stay on there. So it was rather frustrating. Anywho, that's it. That will do this video for about now. I'm going to let the varnish cure properly, and then I'll get on with some light weathering, and she'll be finished. Okay, bye. So we're back with the M8. I fitted the cable into place. I used some very thin, very carefully flexi CA. I'm now in the process of putting a Flory dark weathering wash on the M8. So, using my designated paintbrush, this one's a number 10, so dip it in and then splash it, in the truest tradition, splash it all over. Now, in my experience, this stuff has had a matte varnish on here, so it should pull in quite nicely. If not, plan B will be the oils. You just got to work it in to all the crevices and detail. And then allow it to dry. I mean, there is a new Flory wash on the market. Unfortunately, my budget won't allow. So again, get it around the tools, get it around the top of the armour. because I don't want this to be too dirty. Because again, the tank is beautifully detailed, so again, more mud hides the details. May or may not be wrong, but it's what I want to do. Okay, and work it into the wheels. And onto the base. Won't stick very well there because obviously we haven't put a flat clear coat on it. Never mind. There we go. Then the turret. This is much easier when it has a larger barrel on here. That's it. Now we just leave it to dry and then take it off with a wet tissue. I will work with some oils here on the fuel fillers at some point. So we'll leave it at that for now, and we'll come back when it's cleaned. Okay. So move a few days on, and we're finished with the M8. That's the Howitzer motor carriage. Now, hit it with a Flory wash and a little bit of Abtalon 502 oils, obviously around the fuel caps, and there we have it. Now, this was a fun build, but it's not a one for little kids, because obviously the tracks are a fiddle, specifically around the idler. So the sprocket, drive sprocket, you've literally got to make those up first and shape it and fit them in, otherwise it's all over the place. And obviously there's quite a few ejector pins, which you can't see now, because if those that aren't visible are the ones behind the wheels, but they are visible up there and here. So I've essentially filled them with Nigel's favourite, VMS Flexi 5K CA black. The interior, it's okay, straightforward, basic. It's not like the M10 Achilles tank destroyer where you've got all the ordnance in there. So obviously they didn't put the ordnance in there. Shame. It's a real shame, because it'd be nice to do all that. And also it would be nice to have a figure that wasn't just posed next to it. With it. So yeah. So anyhow, in summation, brilliant kit. And with that, I say bye for now. And the next time you see it, it'll be going round and round and round on a turntable. Apologies, it's glorious sunshine here, but hey ho. Natural daylight and all that.